This is your old question in your chapter 13. Okay, this is your old question in your chapter 13. Wait for a minute, sir. Okay, now in these questions you have trade-in, right? So normally when you do trade-in, you have to create, same thing, you have to create trade-in items. Step 1, create your trade-in item. Make sure you untick stock control. You're not going to control this thing, okay? Because it's a trading item. After that, after you do this, you have to record the exchange. How many units you are going to trade in. So you're going to record a invoice. So check, you're going to create this invoice. I think it's this one, right? Yeah. So you have to record 50 units. As per questions, you order 50 units of FDF, 20 each one. So here 50 unit FD at 20 each one. And your question mentions 50 used item was received as trading item. Now each one you give them a rebate of 5 ringgit. Right? So here 50 used item record negative because you are going to give rebate. So here you put a negative. Each one 5 ringgit. Total you're giving a rebate of 250. So here you get this amount. Are you guys okay? Bear in mind, you put a negative and you don't put a negative, it's totally a different thing. So make sure you put a negative here. Okay? So that's all for your trade-in. Okay? Now next one.
So the TI one is a negative?
Yeah, trade-in item will be negative because it's a rebate. You need to give them a rebate. Okay. Next one will be your consignment. Look at here. This is your questions 13. Here they say you need to create a consignment. So consignment basically 3 steps. Okay. First thing, whatever you have learned in the past, please delete it. Okay. Just delete it. What we are going to do. First thing, on 1st of February, you create an invoice, not invoice, sales order. Okay. The total amount will be 200 kg of each of these 1, 2, 3. So sales order here. You create 200 kg each item. No need to create what consignment any goods. No need. Okay. Then this is the first one. Create a sales order. End of the month. The story continue here, right? End of the month on 28th of February. It mentions that you have the following items. Beginning of the month, you already send them 200 unit, right? End of the month, the balance will be this. So you have to create an invoice for the amount sold to this company. Initially, you give them 200 unit. End of the month, they have 20 left over. Means that amount sold will be 180 units. Are you guys okay? So here 185 kg, here 195 kg. So you have to create an invoice. Now when you create an invoice, you have to transfer from your sales order. So here, this one. This is actually transfer from sales order. Are you guys okay? Transfer from the sales order that you created at the beginning of the month. Key in the correct amount. If this amount is wrong, you will not be able to score marks here. Are you guys okay? Then that's all. Second steps. Now remember the question mentions you need to replenish, right? Here. In additional kg will be consigned and to replenish the consignment stock back to 200. Means that now left over in your warehouse you have 20 kg. So I need to replenish another 180 kg to you, right? So exactly the amount that you need to replenish the stock will be exactly the same amount here. The same amount that you sold. So now replenishing of the stock, you have to create a new sales order. Amount is the same. Just create another sales order at the end of the month. But amount will be same as your invoice. You no longer need to create another 200 units unless they have sold out everything. Okay? Are you guys, anything else to ask? Next one. The last one will be this factoring. Right? Factoring, basically, first steps, create account. Creating account, I don't think you have issues. Just go to maintain accounts, create the accounts. Under current liability, you will have a factoring. And under expenses, you will have a factoring charges. Here. Okay. Now, how do you know this is a current liability or this under expenses? You have to know lah. Hey, here they say factoring charges what? So you have to know lah. Okay? The figure here, the title start with 4 means it's a liability. Start with 9 basically. With charges and start with 9, you should know this is expenses. So at this level you have to know, right? Just like some of you ask me in accumulated depreciation, do I need to tick it is a special account or not? Then what do you think? Yes or? Like that or? You need to know, right? Okay? After one semester you should know. If you don't know, you consider. Okay? Now, so this is the first step, create the accounts. After the first step, customer payment to factoring account. So here, you have to go to your customer making payment. This part, your factoring account. Payment is to your factoring account. You have to knock off the invoice. Are you guys okay? Now, next one. The third step will be recording the journal entry. Now, whether it's 90% or 80%, 70%, all depends on the questions. Questions say the factoring charges is 10%. So 10% go to factoring charges, balance go to your bank. Are you guys okay? If a question in the exam is 30% here, means that here will be 30%, here will be 70%. You have to calculate on your own. Are you guys okay? They will tell you the percentage of your factoring charges. The balance you should calculate. Balance is the money that you receive. The factoring charges is the money that you spend to get back the money back early. Okay? And credit factoring accounts. So you have to create a journal. This is a journal. Credit your factoring account. Now by this, your factoring account should have 0 balance at the end. So when you check factoring accounts in under your current liability, this one, at the end the balance should become 0. If you still have any figure inside here, then you will have issues. Something wrong somewhere. Now bear in mind, I will not show you all this step in exam. This is something you should know. If exam I want to show you all the steps, what's the point of having an exam? Okay, that's all.